So, good evening, ma'am. So, the topic that I will be presenting to you is about the reproduction and life cycle of a mollusk, specific to the species conical snail Cochlicella acuta. So, this is the objectives of my presentation. One is to understand the reproduction of mollusks, conical snail, Cochlicella acuta, and to explain its life cycle. So, what is a mollusk? Mollusk, spelled with K or also spelled as SC, is an any soft-bodied invertebrate of the phylum Mollusca, usually wholly or partly enclosed in a calcium carbonate shell secreted by a soft mantle covering the body. So there are many examples of a mollusk. This includes many familiar animals, including clams, snail, slugs, and squid. And there are also some less familiar animals like tusk shells and chitons. So these pictures contains some examples of mollusks, but mollusk is a very wide or many types of mollusks. So, what is a snail? So, I'll be discussing a little bit of the snail since this is the specific type of mollusk that I will be presenting today. So, what is a snail? A snail is a small mollusk with a spiral shaped shell. Snails are famous for moving very slowly and for leaving a trail of slime behind them. So the picture is an example of sea acuta, the specific snail or species that I'll be presenting today. So this is the body part of a snail. Snail body parts contain the gonad, the kidney, foot, heart, stomach, shell, lungs, mucus glands, eyes, tentacles, radula, mouth, darsac, vagina, and penis. So the gonad, its function is it produces the eggs and sperm of the snail, and the foot this secretes mucus or slime to lubricate their movement, and the shell is to protect the snail's internal organs and also for protection. And the eyes um, is located in the upper tentacles in its tip, and the tentacles itself used to the snail's hearing, and the mouth is for tasting and eating, and radula is the teeth. So later on, you'll know why there is a vagina and a penis and dart sac in a snail. So reproduction. So reproduction is the process of producing an individual or offspring in a process of mating. So Ciacuta has both male and female reproductive organs, so they are hermaphroditic. So earlier I showed you the snail body parts, which the snail contains both vagina and penis. So this explains why they are hermaphroditic. So because they have both male and female reproductive organs, they can self-fertilize or crossbreed. In Ciacuta, self-fertilization does not occur in solitary individuals, therefore, cross-mating is essential to lay eggs. So, because there are some types species of snails that they can self-fertilize and crossbreed, but in this type of species, Ciacuta, cross mating is essential to lay eggs. So in Ciacuta, mating occurred when its individuals reached sexual maturity during an average period of 99.2 days after adulthood was attained. Some snails, when they reach adulthood, they can already mate. But in Ciacuta, uh, they need to reach sexual maturity first before mating. So adulthood and sexual maturity. So mating occurred in a day between 10:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. Its reproductive season is in mid-November till the end of February. During copulation, two individuals face each other and attach together strongly from the fleshy parts with a thick layer of mucus for an average period of 142.5 minutes. So that time stated, it's very long enough for the copulation itself because that time nga nakadugay ana nga oras is the courtship, because there are some journals that I've read the they call it the snail dancing, which that is the courtship, since they will find the right positions before the copulation itself. So copulation is the sexual intercourse. So one bizarre sexual ritual is the love dart, shooting of snails, which has occurred many theories regarding its precise function. So, what is the love dart? Love dart is the acting as a hypodermic needle. That dart transfers an allohormone that increases paternity success. The love dart, allohormone or LDA, was isolated from extracts derived from the mucus glands that coat the dart before it stabbed through the partner's body wall. After, individuals gradually pull out their bodies and separated within an average period of 15.0 minutes. So some people mistakenly mistakes the love dart as a penis, but no, since since penis secretes sperm, love dart doesn't. Since love dart is just an hormones that the snails build to for paternity success. So it is done during mating, and it the first individual will stabs the love dart during mating to his or her partner. So it's like a needle, and later on I will show you some pictures of what a love dart looks like so you can picture it out. So these are the pictures. So the first picture contains the snail or sea acuta mating from afar. Then the second picture contains the snail close up mating. So that white part there is the so-called love dart. So it looks like a needle or a knife. So if you can see that the second picture, when they are mating, since they are hermaphroditic, that thing there is the first penis and the second penis of each individuals and struck to each other vaginal tract. So it's weird. And so we're finished about the mollusks or the sea acutas reproduction. So let's go on with its life cycle. So this diagram shows the summary of the life cycle of a mollusk or sea acuta. So first, after reproduction, from egg laying and egg hatching to juvenile to adulthood until sexual maturity. So later on, I will be discussing each with its summary of dates and time. So I'm fusing the egg laying and egg hatching. So after mating, individuals of Ciacuta required a pre-oviposition period averaging 17.6 days before depositing eggs. So pre-oviposition is the pregnancy stage of the snail. So there it average 17.6 days. So egg incubation or the egg laying, oh no, the egg hatching egg incubation is the egg hatching period of a snail that average 13.7 days under laboratory conditions at a temperature of 21.2 Celsius and 48.4% relative humidity with a mean hatchability of 64.8%. So its oviposition period or the egg laying from the first to the last one, it averaged 86.3 days. And that oviposition period, from first to last, nag-average siya og 13.3 clutch per snail individuals. So clutch is like the total number of egg, like clutch clutch it's the clutching of egg, many egg in one deposit sa snail. So the clutch size range from 6.0 to 12.0 with an average of 9.4 eggs. So the period between two clutches deposited was 6.9 days. So sa each clutch of eggs is 9.4 eggs ang total ana sa each clutch na gi-deposit sa usa ka individual snail. So the total number na gyud from how many clutch and pila ka clutch each eggs is ang total number is 113.3 eggs. So, eggs are white with a smooth surface, spherical shape, and its diameter range from 1.1 to 1.5 millimeter with an average of 1.3 millimeter. So, juvenile. So, juvenile stage or the younger stage of a snail. So, newly hatched snails, juveniles, are similar to adults but smaller in size and weight. Their average measurements or dimensions were 1.17 millimeters for height and 1.3 millimeter for width. The development from newly hatched eggs until juvenile period averaged 251.8 days. So from gikan hatch until the young stage, nag-average daw siya og 251.8 days. So ang mas smaller dimensions siya since the snail is still young. And adulthood and sexual maturity. So adulthood is attained after 11 months from juvenile. So an average maximum of shell dimensions reach 9.1 millimeter for height, 4.3 millimeter for width, and weighted 0.06 grams. So as you can see in juvenile stage, the dimensions are smaller compared to adults since adult mas ni-grow na siya. And individuals reach sexual maturity during an average period of 99.2 days. So from adulthood until maka-reach yung sexual maturities is 99.2 days. So the overall duration of sea acuta life cycles is nag-average of 261.5 days. So, summary. The production of mollusks, conical snail Cochlichella acuta, has both male and female reproductive organs, so they are known to be hermaphroditic. They can either fertilize or crossbreed, but in C. acuta, self-fertilization does not occur in solitary individuals. Therefore, cross-mating is essential to lay eggs. The life cycle of C. acuta involves from mating, then laying eggs, eggs hatching, juvenile stage, adulthood until it reaches sexual maturity. So, thank you.